Hey everyone, Josh here. Have the camera set up a little farther away than usual today so that I can give myself space to play with this. I'll play with it in a little bit. Give some people time to join in, start hanging out. I am going to, while I'm waiting, picked up a second Three Jokers bat, which is going to become a custom. And I would like to prep that for custom work while I'm just hanging out. I just need to tape off some spots. This is going to be a pretty low effort custom, where I just want to tape off some spots and spray paint. It's not going to be super intense. A lot of times if I do a custom, I try to make it as easy as possible and not have a lot of moving pieces. Then it just kind of becomes work. Takes a lot longer, when you have something where you have multiple paint apps that all need time to dry and what have you. Just tries my patience a bit, and I can tend to lose focus. Let it fall by the wayside. Legend of Light, what's up? Hey, you're heading out? All right, man. Good to see you. Yeah, swing back later if you have time. Probably be on here for a little while. So one thing that is great about these multiverse figures for customization is it's super easy to get the arms in and out. The legs actually are also. Mango Man, how's it going? How are you today? What's new? It's a snow day here. I'm in Indianapolis. We don't have a ton of snow right now, but it's going to be coming down all day. But what happened was it rained a lot yesterday, and it was like 50 degrees. It was like a warm day, and it just rained all day, and then it snowed, or it froze real quick. So there's a layer of ice under everything. I know that's super interesting weather information, but I was thinking about popping these legs off. It would probably be smarter to soak it in warm water before I do that, but we'll just see if they want to go. Nah, I don't want to force them that much, and I can do what I need to do and keep these legs on here. I'm just going to tape the boots, tape part of the belt, tape his cape and cowl and his logo here. Joe Kerr, what is going on? Hey, good to see you on here, man. Glad you can make it. I'm just I'm taping off some of these pieces of Three Jokers bat for a custom. If you guys are joining. Oh, hey, guess what? This just came off. Three Jokers arm. Same thing a bunch of people have been seeing on the year 2. It just happened to this. Not a big deal. I can glue that. And again, this is for a custom. It's not going to be something that I need to pose extensively. But you know what? This is the second Three Jokers Batman I got. Super loosey goosey. Hopefully it'd be like. Ideally, this in year 2, you would be able to see enough of them in the wild that if you got a wonky one, you would just get another one, return the old, or whatever you got to do. Curran. Hey, welcome, man. Thanks for watching. wasn't sure if there'd be more people able to join in today because of just like I don't know if there's bad weather where you're all at. Everybody's kind of working from home in my neck of the woods. Lots of businesses closed for the day. So I thought it'd be a good time to hang out. Oh, and if you guys weren't watching at the beginning, I will be getting this guy out here in a little bit. I guess why I gave myself more room to play. But we'll hang out for a little bit before I bring out the big guns. But I got it. What? Thursday. I got that Tuesday. Haven't stopped playing with the Batmobeast since it showed up. This tape is really terrible. Really bad. What's happening? What's happening with you guys? You find anything? Any new toys or anything? Waiting on anything? I had all of Spawn Wave 2, which had been delayed several times already. Another delay from Amazon, and then now gone all those Cygor, She-Spawn, Soul Crusher, just not gone from my order history, like they as if they never existed on Amazon. Mango Man. Oh yeah, your Build a Horse Dark Knights Returns wave got delayed. I just don't trust those dates until they are marked as shipped. I don't give them any credence. Yeah, that's whack. That sucks. Yeah, like I said, Spawn, that Dark Knight's Returns. I know I've got some other stuff on there that should be any. Oh, like that. Really stoked to get that Gene Stealer from Warhammer. Even though I don't collect a lot of Warhammer, that just figure looks so cool. He's got 4 arms. I can't wait to play with it. But it keeps getting delayed over and over again. Curran, you're debating the Batmobeast. Wasn't planning to get it, but my review made it look cool. That's I think that they knew that that's what the real appeal was going to be for this was to be able to hang a bunch of guys on it. I think if they wanted you to display it like this with the shell on it, they would have made this better quality. They would have made it just like rigid plastic that was a permanent fixture attached to the wheels. Maybe put lights or a door. But in my opinion, the coolest version of this with working lights, working doors, etc., it still isn't as cool as just the sheer potential of having this monster truck cage. Oh, hang on a second. My cat wants out of here. I must give her what she wants. Okay. But, and I'll get into this in a moment. The storage or the space requirements for having this, it's huge. I guess I could just tell you what I'm planning on doing. I'll end up really doing probably a couple more videos with this thing in the future, talking about just sort of potential display options and what the hell to do with the thing, because it's so big. But I ordered a Lazy Susan from Amazon that should be big enough to fit it on there, and I'll paint it. I'll just make it look a little like it belongs in here, and then I'll be able to spin it around. And so if I've got guys hanging on both sides, I'll be able to look at it all or display it all, at once. Because as I was playing with it and loading up guys and putting them on different sides and stuff, some they're not always, not everything cool is on the camera facing side, if you would. So. Joker, you're waiting on 3 Jokers, Swamp Thing, Batman Figs, and some more. You're in Croatia, yeah. I just saw Swamp Thing for the first time here in the store. I went yesterday where I found this. First time I'd seen him in a store. They had Swamp Thing, they had Batmobeast, they were decently stocked up, but they're no trying to find another clown Joker. I found one in the store. I got one from Amazon, but the paint on the head was so bad on that one that came from Amazon that I returned it. Was not happy with it. Oh, but I think you know what? Now that I say that, I think they're just still straight up in stock on Amazon. They're not that hard to pick up. Oh, that Revoltech Arkham Knight looks super cool. I think the Arkham Knight from the game is a fantastic design. Hopefully, Mcfarlane makes one, so we've got one that fits in with the scale. The Revoltech one looks pretty amazing. Manga Draw, you're waiting on 40K Reaver. Yeah, they're it's just affecting everything. You know, we all know. I don't think it's a huge surprise at this point that stuff keeps getting delayed, but it is annoying, especially man the right now that I got my Batmobeast, the big thing I'm most looking forward to is She Spawn. Curran is saying that yeah, you found a 3 Jokers Batman at Walmart, but the bat symbol looked really messed up. Yeah, this one's not perfect, and there were 2 of these guys here, and the one I left behind looked even worse. It had just like the yellow wasn't covering the whole thing. Lots of issues on these 2 guys, unfortunately, because it's a really good figure. This and the year 2, it's the same body. You know what I mean? Farmer Whiting, hey, appreciate you hopping on here. Appreciate you hanging out and watching the videos and everything. Appreciate the kind feedback. Yeah, Darth Golden Freddy Animations and Reviews is saying the rumors that Mcfarlane is doing an Arkham Knight. I've heard that too. Hopefully that is confirmed any day now. They have really been pumping out new pre-order listings and stuff and new reveals. A very solid rate, which is awesome. It's been great and exciting, but man, I got stuff pre-ordered through like May now. And of course, once it all gets delayed, that'll be through June probably. And this tape really sucks. I mean, why is tape always... Even the cheapest tape, the painter's tape or duct tape, whatever, is still, it's not that cheap. And then the most expensive ones, they're all still kind of garbage too. Joker's saying McFarlane Arkham Knight will probably have a variant with the Red Hood helmet head as well, which is a sweet design. Yeah, I could easily see that being the case. I mean, I'd love it to be the functional one where you could kind of remove that first, the Arkham Knight kind of shell with the glitchy tech looking stuff, and then just the shiny red under it. But that's probably going to be asking a bit much from a $20 7-inch figure. I'd love to see it though. And yeah, they'll probably do a second head. Manga Jar is asking if I ever dabble in gunplay model kits. No, I have don't do model kits very much. The only ones I've done are some, I'll probably say the name wrong, Kotobukiya, Metal Gear. I put together a Metal Gear Rex and a Metal Gear Ray from them. And like, they were really fun and they turned out really cool, but I should have painted them first. I didn't go the full blown, sort of really. D-Sniper, how's it going, buddy? How are you? Vaughn, what's up? What kind of models are you messing with, Vaughn? What do you got? You can also see him doing a Hush variant. That's the Jason Todd version. Hush variant of what? Of Arkham Knight, or like Red Hood? Gunpla. I don't know that brand. Yeah, Mega Jar. I that first line, or that first wave, the Metal Gear Solid Mcfarlane figures are some of my all-time favorites still to this day. I wish we would have seen like wave 2 of that with like Otacon and some of the other characters, even the Genome Soldiers. I love the way they base the characters and their body language on the Yoji Shinkawa artwork, where they took those as kind of the base, and then they kind of added a little more real world detail. Because the game, the characters in the game weren't exactly like, I wouldn't call them like hyper detailed. Well, would you have some of the new Warhammer stuff pre-ordered? I was talking about how mine's got delayed. The Gene Stealer specifically is the one I'm looking forward to playing with. Oh yeah. Vaughn's saying that the Metal Gear Solid 2 figures the Olga had hairy armpits, and that's the kind of attention to detail you can respect. Yeah, the MGS2 line was very cool. Not nearly as cool in my opinion as the first one. I appreciate they tried to make them a little bit more articulated. The Builda Ray was really cool. Dom Life, hey, what's going on? Oh, yeah, probably a bunch of you missed out. I was talking about this earlier. I am just taping. I'm going to do a very low effort custom to this Three Jokers bat eventually. So I'm just quickly taping off all of the black, and I'll cover the emblem and part of the belt, and then I'm just going to spray paint this guy. I'm going to try to low effort as possible. I might pop the legs off to get better coverage, but I'm just trying to do a fairly quick and dirty repaint. You guys are talking about trying to pick up more older Mcfarlane figs. I've kind of, I've been eyeballing them as well. I've got some of my favorites that I had back in the day that I no longer have that I would like to get again, or ones that I never even did get back in the day that I kind of wish, now I want to finally get. One that keeps catching my eye and sort of intriguing me is the I never had any of them, but you remember the little, like, they were 4-inch kind of monster dios. They came with 2 figures. Those things were just really fun. They, like, Phantom of the Opera had the organ and the theater balcony on one thing. Oh, Dom Life. No, not a full matte look. This is going to be Tech Shield Batman. From the original, from the old Kenner. It's the gold looking. That's what this guy's going to be. I'm gonna do a series of 3 custom throwback customs. I'm gonna make a Tech Shield Batman, I'm going to turn the Clown Joker into Sky Escape Joker, and then I'm going to turn Drifter Bruce Wayne into Bob the Goon. I know that's a little bit of a mix. That's Kenner and Toy Biz technically, but they were just gonna. Those are three figures that I had as a child that I played with extensively, and I think I have more or less the raw materials now from some of these figures to throw together a quick. They're not going to be perfect, and they don't have to be. I don't need them to be. It's just for fun, just for a funny kind of visual gag. I'm not going to really be playing with them. Deflex 1. I have a few different shelf tours. So if you go to my channel homepage, I've got some playlists, where I'll have like one of the playlists is just all the reviews I've ever done. And one is like the Three Jokers wave by itself. And one is like the Suicide Squad wave. But anyway, one of those playlists is like shelf tours, live streams like this one, all the like more personal stuff, less specific to Mcfarlane or DC or anything like that. And the shelf tours are different, even though it's kind of my same space. They cover kind of different things. I reorganize the shelves fairly often. So, anyone have opinions on the Mcfarlane Zuko? Who's Zuko? Is that new Critical Role character? Oh, Joker saying now I need a custom Viggy veil. Yeah, that'd be cool. I mean, there was no I guess precedent for it back in the original line of Toy Biz / Kenner. Dark Knight collection in that era. Can't wait to see a Penguin or a Mr. Freeze from Mcfarlane. Yeah, you and me both. Well, I mean, you can get a Colin Farrell Penguin. But yeah, I know what you meant. Not quite the same. We know it's not the same. Oh, the old Mcfarlane King Kong with his big stand. That was amazing. Yes. Yeah, I remember seeing that many, many times back in the day. And often at a very highly discounted price, but still could never quite swing it. Or I think maybe by the time it was coming out, I was maybe either couldn't justify the space or maybe just was spending less money on toys. Oh, Zuko's an Avatar character. I haven't been paying much attention to those Avatar characters, but they look sharp. I love the style. That cartoony style, they're good at it. Even those Disney figures look pretty good. Like I don't need them, but they look sharp. You have that King Kong. Oh man, I was at a swap meet here in town a few months ago. It was a while. It was like last summer. But the point of the story is that as soon as I got there, I was walking toward the place and I saw somebody walking to their car with in hand that huge McFarlane Matrix box that had the Sentinel. It had Neo and I think Neo and Smith or Neo and Trinity. Deflex, I don't collect Hot Toys. I've got a couple. I've got a RoboCop, and I have the RoboCop I won in a contest. And I got the mechanic Tony Stark from Iron Man 3, that like plain clothes, like he's wearing a hoodie. I got that on sale. I think it might have been less than $100. I got a really good deal on it. Thing about Hot Toys, and they're amazing and all. They really are. They're unmatched. But I mean, obviously the price. But there's something about, I've seen people and they have a lot of hot toys and they have, their shelves will be full of hot toys. Something about them, I think maybe just because they're photorealistic, they don't like pop off the shelf for me. Right? Maybe that, I don't know. Maybe that might sound weird, but like a single hot toy you're holding in your hand and it looks incredible. That's a certain experience. And then seeing a bunch of them is like it's like diminishing returns kind of it. I don't know. I'm definitely upcoming interested in the NECA RoboCop. I'll probably get one of those, so that I have one that could fit in with these guys. I'd like to see. It'd be interesting to see if Todd did one and RoboCop around the same time as NECA, maybe like for Mortal Kombat. Yeah, Joe Curtis saying we all want Batman to do the whole Rogues Gallery. Excuse me, he want Mcfarlane to do the whole Batman Rogues Gallery. Yeah, all the way down to characters like Bedbug, who was in one issue. Absolutely. Yeah, Condiment King, all those. Yeah, stupid, campy, corny throwbacks. Oh, you want Mcfarlane to make Beavis and Butthead 4-inch figures? Yeah, that'd be amazing. All right, I got this guy partially taped. I've messed with him enough. Let's get some a little more fun up here. Oh, actually, Vaughton. Hey, I'm gonna do that. I don't know what it's gonna be. I sent Vaughton this photo earlier today. It's really funny. Somebody took one of these Space Marines and made it a Garfield Space Marine, which is really hilarious to me. I probably won't do a Garfield one. I'll do my own, unique thing. I'm gonna steal that idea. I mean, another cartoon character would be funny, like Bugs Bunny, or like if it was Wile E. Coyote and all this shit said Acme on it, something like that. Maybe not a cartoon character, but the idea is really amusing. And I'm gonna steal that idea. Anyway, let's look at this thing, right? Oh, you know what? This is funny too. Buddy of mine gave me that he found it at Goodwill some time back, and he gave me this little. I think it's like Imagine Next. It's like Fisher Price, I think. This little clay face, right? And it's articulated, but this is the best part. Use it as a stash box. Isn't that good? Anyway, anybody saying anything? Vaughton is talking about for the Space Marine. He uses that Bautista head from the Dune Build-A-Fig wave. He showed me some photos, some video of that Bautista from the Dune wave. It looks awesome. I'd never seen it really in person or like all put together. So I'll tell you what I was doing. I mean, I'm sure you guys probably saw like I've been messing around with like loading this guy up with different characters. I got 20 figures on this. And frankly, I could have kept going, but I did that, and I started loading it up with figures before I started. Took full advantage of maybe like loading this thing up with hilarious like accessories. So I got this balloon on here. I managed to do that, which is really funny to me. This is a NECA Pennywise balloon, which is on a wire that you can wrap around here. But I'd like to come up with a way to really have gun racks hanging off this and stuff. Like one little thing I did was I took, There's an old chainsaw from Zombie Spawn. These pins like go back here, right? They're what hold the shell on. So what did I do? I kind of pinch this on here. And push it through, so now there's a chainsaw hanging off the back. I wanted to kind of try to implement more crap like that. More like, swords hanging off of it would be nice. So, messing around with that. Oh, Gambino was saying do Odie with the Space Marine. I mean, hey, Garfield's a great idea, but yeah, Joker. I think that this is Imagine Next. I'm not certain because it doesn't have the same feet that all those Imagine Next characters use, but I think that is what it is because I think he can swallow different guys. Yeah, D Sniper. This does look like something from Twisted Metal. Dom Life. I wouldn't say I have a lot of NECA horror stuff. I've got a few. I've got both versions of Ash from Evil Dead, the one with the pre-possessed hand and the one from the 2-pack that came with Evil Ed. I've got Jason Voorhees from Part 4. Trying to think about. I think I got a couple others, but I wouldn't call it like an extensive. I mean, I don't even have. I really would like to have a good Mike Myers and a good Freddy Krueger, like hit all the classics kind of. I wasn't blown away with either one of the NECA ghost faces, and I don't want the big cloth one, so. Yeah, Mango Man, the price of this is the big, it's the big draw, and really the space. I was talking about this earlier, but what I'm going to do is get a Lazy Susan, basically, and paint it, and so it'll fit on this TV cabinet, and it'll be loaded up, and I'll be able to spin it around whenever I want. Hang on, I can't get my balloon to stay. I had it yesterday. Deflex, do I ever double up on figures? Yeah, sometimes. If it's one that I really like and then I know I'm going to maybe mess with a bunch and I just want to have a backup one. I had a second one of that Harley Birds of Prey that I got out because now this first one is kind of locked into this pose with Swamp Thing. And actually that Swamp Thing's actually going out to the living room. He's going into the hallowed halls of the rare non-toy room selections that make it to the rest of the house. Leif, hey, how's it going? Yeah, Twisted Metal, baby, this is. That balloon's on there. The other thing, what I was messing with, this White Knight little bat rope thing. I could maybe just thread that on one of these. Yeah, see, look. That's just wrapped around that. And now it's giving it a little bit of motion, kind of, this stuff flying off the back. This very Tank Girl, crazy crap flying off of it, loaded up with dumb stuff. Yeah, Leif, I don't know if you were watching earlier. I was talking about this. I think really they knew that this was the way. This was the appeal. This cage and being able to like load it up with guys and crap. Because if they really did think that having this shell on was the thing that everybody wanted to have and would be jazzed to have, they would have done this in solid plastic and it would have just been a permanent piece. Like a permanent fixture to this. They wouldn't have this cage underneath. They wouldn't have even bothered with that. So I think that's telling. And really, I think the coolest version of this shell, like one that had working lights, one that had working doors, etc., still isn't as cool as like being able to have this cage and being able to hang 20 guys off of it, make it a party wagon, You know what I need to do? Actually, what I've been going through is all my accessories and crap, and just going through and picking anything that looks like it would be cool. So, or like, here's this is the like helmet from Viking Spawn, way back in the day. That could be a great hood ornament, with the horns, maybe. That's a good. Oh, no, hang on. Speaking of Evil Dead, this is the possessed mounted deer head. Yeah, that's what's gonna go right there. Yeah, that's what it is. That's the hood ornament. Although really, but I still don't want to necessarily like write out. Maybe maybe there's a bunch of masks. Oh yeah, speaking of that Part 4 Jason neck. What am I doing? Being able to hang this stuff from the framework. Whether it's maybe zip ties or just like the like those twisty bread ties. This could even be cool from these 66. I don't know where they go. Maybe. But what I was really thinking of was like shit like this to really look Twisted Metal, Mad Max. Oh yeah. Yep. So I really just want every spear and every sword, everything that's not like in play. It's a good one. That's a good one. That's a Halo sniper rifle. Should that go with Halo stuff? Maybe. What else do we got? This. These can all go on there. They're really, I guess, another balloon. I think from a Fortnite guy that I use for a custom. Yeah, I think so. Oh, you know what? I had a, yesterday in store. Oh, D Sniper. Vaughton said the same thing. Put Joker's head in the lantern as the hood ornament. Another cool thing would be like if I could find it's probably something like that's out there, like a Joker head, and use it like if you've seen Maximum Overdrive, the semi truck has a Green Goblin head on it. Oh, here it is. I have this tiny little 66 Batmobile. Maybe it's not the perfect fit. It could be a funny, I don't know, detail somewhere, maybe. Strapped on, I don't know. It's gonna take some work. I don't know, like, I want it to be loaded down with guys. I would like to display it with like 20 guys on it, like the way I had it. I'll put them back on here. Don't worry. I've got them sitting. All these figures. I've got a mountain of figures right here. Those are all the guys that were on here. I'll put them back on. But I do want to be able to put a ton of these details on here and have them be visible. You know what I mean? I don't want it so maybe totally overloaded. What else? This is a good little thing. That's from a Legend, a little strappy thing. Another little bat rope. That's the kind of stuff. Tell you what. Guns. I've got a lot of guns, and I don't know how I'm going to attach them. I was thinking, they make that little material that's like faux leather for like little hobby stuff, and it's got like one side has got that sealed fake leather thing, and then the other side is just that cheap little fabric. Maybe something like that, and make little holsters or something. I don't know. Nick, you're heading out. Hey, thanks for hanging out, buddy. Oh, Curran, you've got a huge Transformers collection. Those things do take up space. Oh, Mango Man's saying make a metal Batman, give him speakers and a guitar like Fury Road. That's a great idea. Yeah, because the guitar's up here too. The guitar. I wish they get some more instruments. I also wish this thing wasn't so freaking bendy and jeez. Leif, you're gonna put some LED stuff on yours. That's a great idea. I'd like to do that as well. Eventually, this thing's gonna be a real centerpiece, guys. Like, I know we all laughed at it and stuff, but like, you're gonna be seeing several more videos of me messing with this thing, and I haven't stopped messing with it since I got it, so we can clown on it all day long. But the fun factor. Oh, this is a decent one. This is Rocket Raccoon's head. That's gonna go on there. That's somewhere, definitely. Yeah, the issue is just gonna be how to attach it all and how to make it make sense. It's a good one. All the crowbars will go on there. Yeah, now I'm getting into the NECA accessories, which aren't bad. They'll play. Oh, here we go. Dynamite, definitely. Oh, hot glue. Yeah, maybe. Ink drop. Hey, how's it going? You're going to put LEDs on yours? Rob's is saying that G.I. Joe or other soldiers would be cool on it. Absolutely. Yeah, you can put whatever you want on this. That's the thing. Like, I appreciate how they didn't. It's got some bat stuff on it. Absolutely, it's got some bat shapes right here, but it's not so overblown where like every detail is like those tires. They don't necessarily say bat to me, So I think they tried to give us something that wasn't totally. That had a little bit of freedom, a little bat bat stuff there, but you could cover it. Yeah, Joker, I got my fingers crossed for the Man Bat and Killer Croc as well. Just more rogues gallery, like we were saying earlier. I might Mango Man. That might be a good idea with the hot glue, trying to do stuff like that. The other thing that becomes a factor is like, well, so I was just playing around with this. Yet, I still have even. There's a crowbar already hanging from it. I had thrown some maybe swords in here to kind of. How did I do it? I don't remember now. I think I kind of put some in here just to look like they were stashed. Just doing stuff like that's pretty cool. Man, they really, the other thing you can't really appreciate until you start playing with it is just how good everybody kind of fits on here. And like the way the thing is spaced out, the way the cage is spaced out, it's really satisfying. Like, just the way Batgirl's knee bent fits in there perfectly, and her foot touches like that. You know what I mean? That's really, really satisfying. Like all those guys I had hanging off this thing, there was no sticky tack, no nothing. They just like fit on there so well. It does not seem haphazardly conceived when you start really hanging guys on it. I even had little like things like this mace kind of poking out. But it looks a little, it's not. It seems maybe a little haphazard. Would you want to do it where they were just like, just doing it like this? Now you're starting to kind of take away some of that framework where you could have characters potentially like grabbing onto or something. So, do you guys want to see something really disgusting? Hang on a second. This is this is either a very smart, frugal investment on my part, or just evidence of complete and utter sickness. I have another one. I have two. Oop. I don't know if I'm going to keep the second one yet. I think I'm going to be glad that I had it. The second one. Because one of these I want to really kit out with like model car pieces and make it a real war rig, make it a real Fury Road kind of looking thing. And but I also want to have this like, the way it is right now, that I just load down with figures and stuff. So, don't know. I don't know. I really am feeling like this is one of those things where down the road, somebody, just like a toy photography account, somebody with a lot of followers, is going to post this, like the custom one, or somebody like Ink Drop Customs, who just does amazing work, and everyone's going to see it and be like, oh, why did I not get that? I made fun of that. And by that point, it's going to be like $300 or something. I don't know. That's my prediction. Yeah, Robs, that's what I was thinking. Having that second one where I could do some more like extreme, maybe permanent mods to it and tinker with it, like you're saying. Give us some different functionality. Legend of Light, welcome back. Just catching up on the comments. Catching up on the ones making fun of me for having two of these. Yeah, Rob's. I would absolutely say this is the most fun vehicle in life so far. I would also say, here's frankly, after spending 2 days straight just messing around with this thing, if when I think I think it's pretty much a sure thing that they're going to make a Keaton Batmobile, considering that Flashpoint movie is going to be coming out. I would say that's pretty much a sure thing at this point. I mean, I shouldn't say sure thing, but I would strongly put my money. I'd be putting my money on it. We're seeing a Keaton Batmobile anyway. When they do give us that, I'm sure it'll be really cool. It'll probably look better. They'll probably do it in a more rigid plastic. They'll probably do it more closer like this, not that like chintzy, soft material. Hopefully it'll have real paint. But even just, picture, if you will, a Keaton Batmobile. Absolutely, the design much preferable to this. It's a classic, but it's at best going to sit two guys, and it's just going to sit there, and it actually is probably going to be less fun than this. I mean, that's just the way I see it. I don't know. Just after having spent some time with this, I'm coming around to maybe saying I don't know how anything could be more fun than this. How they could do something more fun than this, basically, is what I'm getting at. Yeah, Joker's saying, like, how do you solve storage space? I put all the figures on Batmobeast. It's true. I got 20 figures on this guy. One of these shelves, I could probably put 40 on it, and it would be so overloaded that it would bother me. I've gotten maybe 8, 9, 10 figures on one, and it starts to feel a little cluttered. So, I mean, if you've been watching these lives and you've been hearing me being like, yeah, I'm kind of running out of space. I don't know, maybe I should get rid of some stuff. Well, I can put 20 on this. Yeah, D. I think this is going to be $200 in a couple of years. Clown on it all you want, but I mean, you wouldn't be wrong to clown on it. It is pretty stupid, but the fun. You know what? I'm just gonna. Let me see if I just got some zip ties, maybe handy. Because I don't have to do anything permanent to this, but I could at least try to attach some stuff. I don't know where the hell my zip ties are. Well, I thought I had some zip ties. We use something. What will we use? And I guess I can use sticky tack. I was trying to avoid using sticky tack. But we could use it. What's everybody saying? Anything? Yeah, Von's saying his concern about a Keaton Batmobile is if it will be full scale or tinkered scale like the 6-inch West car. Because frankly, the Keaton Mobile is bigger than people think. Sit two figs and imagine the size. Yeah, hey, Vaughn, do you know offhand how long the Keaton Batmobile is in real life? Oh, you're talking about Legend of Light. I don't know. I still don't know if I'm keeping the Batman Beyond wave. I guess we'll see. Part of that decision will come when that Batman Beyond Batmobile shows up. See how that turns out. That might convince me to hang on to the Batman Beyond wave. Walkie Slush, hey, what's up? Welcome. Just playing around with this thing in here if you haven't been watching, or if you just joined, messing around with adding some dumbness to this. Make it look like a real wasteland ride. Joker, I'm glad you're getting some enjoyment out of me enjoying this. This is just this toy channel is a Batmobeast account now. This is a Batmobeast Stan account now. Yeah, Rob's. I think it's going to look really cool there. Here's the biggest sort of, this is the bittersweetness of it. I'm really excited to have this displayed. And I have this loaded up. This is going to be the thing you start seeing in the background of like reviews for a while going forward. But that means something has to happen to that Batcave. And the truth of the matter is this Batcave right here is probably my favorite thing I have in this room right now. Like of everything in here, like just seeing that every day probably brings me the most like happiness, you know, if we're trying to quantify that. So it will need to go somewhere, and it will need to go somewhere with some real care. It will need to go. I don't want it to just be an afterthought and shove it to somewhere else. Probably have to I got some different walls and corners in here that don't have anything on them. Probably a floating shelf, maybe not too different than that one. That would let that go on and be pretty prominent, and I might even be able to like put a spotlight on it or something. You know, maybe give it a real primo thing. But I don't want the shuffling to disrespect my favorite sort of installation here. Vartan says is saying the Batmobile, the Keaton Batmobile is 22 feet long. Are we gonna say this guy's 6 feet tall? Let's just say this guy's 6 feet tall. It's just approximately 6, 12, 18. It's about this long. It's about from this edge to where my hand is, approximately, give or take. Approximately, I move my hand a little bit, I know. So it'll be longer than this, obviously much shorter. Keaton Batmobile. Can you imagine that? Where does it come up to when he stands? Does it come up to chest height, do you think? So it would have to be even bigger than this, or it would have to be a fudge scale, which would be annoying, as we saw with the Adam West. The Adam West didn't quite fit the 6-inch figures. Oh, yeah, yeah. I was talking about Green Lantern's gun on the back. I had him. Um, I had him sitting on the back, like sort of blasting out the back in that photo you saw. But you could put it, put it in the front. You could mount it to the side. That might be really very cool. Yeah, now maybe I got to get that gunslinger. That's actually a really cool size for something like that. You know what I mean? Shit. Pretty good. I mean, you'd have to paint this or something, I think. But is you know what? I haven't taken a close look at it. Is do we think that gunslinger spawn Gatling gun is some repurpose of this, or is it a facsimile of this? Like, did they use that as a base, or is it brand new? The sniper saying Keeman Batmobile is 21 feet long. Hang on one second. The sniper saying it would have to be around 25 inches long in 1/10 scale, which is this. Which is, and hang on a second. It would demand yet another new sized box. Oh, D Sniper, good idea. Dawnbreaker's construct. I've got that on the figure right now. I don't have it easy to grab. That's a good idea. All right, what am I doing here? Yeah, Mango Man saying maybe it comes apart in two parts for a smaller box. That's true. I sure don't like, man, I do not like when they do those vehicles and they don't even have a photo. There's no window on the box. Like for the longest time, I didn't pull the trigger on the Halo, the Jazzwares Halo 4-inch Warthog, just because I couldn't see it. You know, I just didn't trust it. I don't, you know, when you can't see it, it makes you feel like they got something to hide. Oh, Dark Knight, yeah, definitely hyped for the new Batman movie. Looks pretty rad. Mango Man's wanting some street shards fig. Yeah, they would go great with this guy, actually. Oh, let's see. What am I doing? Am I still trying to add things? I think so. I want to keep. It's gonna be a real balance to figure out how to not overdo it. Oh, Nick, thanks. Appreciate the Elvira love in the comments. D Sniper's saying the best option. I like what D Sniper's saying because he's saying the best option would be an online or specialty shop exclusive like the DC Collectibles animated Batmobile. It was pretty big and had LEDs. Yeah, that was huge. And we really could stand to see some online exclusive. But I don't think the. I mean, they would want the Keaton Batmobile in stores. You want that thing's got the mass appeal. They want that in front of people's eyeballs, not on an esoteric online only. See, this getting pretty cool, and you could start. I mean, maybe not. I don't know. You have them overlapping kind of at different angles to look a little more haphazard. See, and then you could, if this was fixed down and more sturdy, these swords, so they're bendy, you can start doing shit like this too. It looks like you got an armory on the side of the car. It's very Ninja Turtles-y. That's what I'm trying to. That's the kind of vibe I'm trying to bring here. That's not gonna stay. I really need to find my zip ties, but I really don't want to just like go disappear off camera for like 10 minutes hunting down zip ties. Oh yeah, D Sniper Vaughton's asking if you remember what the price of the car was. Legend of Light saying it was Was it $100? 6-inch scale for the animated series. Oop. About to sit on this. You know what? I need to make a cut on something. I have this little Fortnite balloon. It's like molded in one wrap piece so somebody could hold it in their hand, but I want to wrap it around the frame of this car, this truck. So I think I'm just gonna have to cut it. Journey to Truth. Hey, thanks for watching, man. Appreciate the kind words. Yeah, D Sniper. I mean, I saw that Batmobeast yesterday at Target on the shelves, and it was huge, but there's a place for it, And I've seen those huge Black Series vehicles, the X-wing, Now that I've cut this, can I mean, it still needs like sticky tack or hot glue might be I think hot glue might be a good approach once I get those sort of positions baked in. Because here's the problem now. And now where I'm at now is doing the dance of like loading it up with all these business accessories things, but then also having the guys having all their spots still available to be on there. That's where the dance is going to come in. Because I mean, if you look at the photos I posted, and I'll do a video on it in the future, loading this up with like 20 figures. It was loaded up, but you could still. It wasn't so busy that you couldn't make out every little character. So that's the kind of where I'm trying the level of detail that I'm trying to achieve, I should say. Oh, Quentin saying Catwoman's whip fits with a Joker lantern handle. They could hang off the truck connected together. I like that idea, though. I like where your head's at now. Where is Catwoman's whip? let's get Noggin here. I'm actually, you know what? I'm glad that a bunch of pre-orders are like canceled and delayed right now, because this is going to be overtaking my entire like space for quite a while. I mean, that's not perfect, but you can already. I like that. Reminds me of like a bull with its nose pierced too, kind of. How's that? Good idea, Quentin. We're still talking about animated Batman vehicles, because they're really probably the closest thing to a comparison point. And actually, so what do we think is going to happen with now that the formerly canceled like DC Direct Batman animated like adventures continued? So Todd's produced those, and they're coming. You know, that once thought canceled, now we're getting those. Do we think any of that's going to continue? Do we think maybe he'll reproduce, like go back into production on some of the older ones as well, the ones that are hard to find now? Things like the Batwing and the Batcave and all those figures. Do we think we might get another chance at picking those up? Or do we think we might even see new ones? I don't know. What's everyone else thinking on that? Vaughn's saying he might get the new DC Direct stuff in hopes that they re-release the old stuff with the cell shaded effect, because the rest of the line is now expensive as hell. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, I would love to have those animated figures. I just wasn't really paying attention to them at the time that they were coming out, and didn't feel compelled to go down that particular rabbit hole. But now, you know, obviously hindsight and seeing people have had those for some time, and the incredible different displays, you know, that you could do with that Batcave and those vehicles and stuff. Oh, you know what? Has anybody seen this guy? Hang on. Has anybody seen this guy on Instagram? Zelu 1984. You got to check this guy out. Zelu 1984. And you got to see that he does these animated style customs. You know, like these plainclothes Harvey and Bruce, and he matches the like style perfectly. Let's see what else. Try to find some good ones. Oh yeah, like animated series style. This guy's awesome. You gotta check that guy out. I'd love to see more figures like that. Sebastian, hello. Yeah, Vaughn saying, plus if those sell well, they might convince Todd to do more 7-inch classic animated stuff. That's kind of why I'm thinking maybe a grab of those, but I don't know. I would hate to start buying like $30 figures and then not even go anywhere, and I don't know. Oh, D Sniper, yeah. A lot of your DC collectibles figures broke. Um, yeah, I've got like that Wave 1 animated series Two Face that he's in a thing somewhere because the arm broke. Yeah, Legend of Light. I think that is what they're doing, taking the old stock that's been in storage and just trying to get rid of it. But I don't know. I don't know if those if that that animated style Batman Who Laughs was that produced before they shuttered DC Direct, or was it about to be in production? Those are the kind of questions I have. Just trying to see what else we can do here that's going to have a noticeable impact. Change a little bit of the shape, give it some more things that stand out off of the cage. Yeah, Journey to Truth. I agree. I would like to see the Kilmer and Clooney stuff. Here is I don't know if this is 100% true, but this is kind of what my understanding is. The figures, the line, the brand, it's DC Multiverse, right? Edges. And I don't think it even includes a lot of the movie stuff. I think we get the movie figures because WB wants to push those large investments. Like movie, they want to cross promote that stuff. But if that weren't the case, then we wouldn't be getting movie figures. I think that's why the Adam West line is called Batman the Classic Series or something. It's not called DC Multiverse. It's called something else. I think they had to pay extra to do that. The Adam West. I don't know for certain exactly how it works, but my understanding is that, yeah, DC Multiverse, it sounds like it means everything under the sun that you could ever imagine DC, and it's not. Just kind of testing stuff out here, seeing if by throwing these different things on there, does it take on more of a war rig kind of feel? Yeah, Legend of Light. Wish we had an in-person toy fair so we could ask them these kind of questions. Yeah, yeah. I think we're feeling the effects of 2 years without some targeted educational content as far as getting clear answers on what expectations, things like that. Oh, Quentin wants to see Devastator. Give me a second. Let me grab him. I've had the Dark Knights in a pretty solid group team pose ever since the figures ever since the team was completed. So I rarely get them out like for comparisons or anything. There he is. Yeah, see, all this stuff's gonna fall off. Oh, Vaughton, that's a great idea. Death of Superman torn cape on a stick prop from Essentials. Try to get that and put it on the back of the truck. That's amazing. Oh, that reminds me. Here's another idea that I have. I haven't had time to try it out. Oh my god, I have so much crap out. All right. This is something I haven't even started exploring yet, which is what happens when put a flight stand in here. Hang on. Anyway, you can get the idea. Try to put a flight stand on the truck. This is maybe the wrong flight stand. Maybe one of these won't work. Hang on. Maybe you get one of these. Oh yeah, it's on. Huh? What do you think? Ta-da! It's gonna be this. This is like, here's what I think I would have to do. It's doable. That's the thing. It's doable because of the way this thing's constructed. So you'd have to get it balanced before you lock it in here. But this flat plate here, base, there's stuff you could tie that on there. You could affix that in several different ways, and you can make your wildest dreams come true. Is what I'm getting at. I really love this Gatling gun idea on the side, or anywhere. You know, mount it from the back. I got this balloon in the way now. Mount it right there. Somebody's saying right there, operating it. Yeah, I think we're going to have to come to terms with the fact that this thing is not as stupid as everyone said it is. Oh, D Sniper saying I had the idea of buying the Essentials DC's figures to use with the hazmat suit Batman. Oh, great idea. Yeah, have him fighting those and the Titan Joker like a zombie horde from Left 4 Dead. That's a brilliant idea. I love Left 4 Dead too, especially the second one, the second game. Really love the level designs of Left 4 Dead. The way they start in one place, like the one level that starts like on the interstate that's cluttered with cars, like the car died and you're just in the middle of nowhere, and then you end up going through into an old like fair. And they, I love the way those levels meander through different kind of places. You start at one place and you end up somewhere way way different. Yeah, Vaughn's saying that Flash movie is probably gonna, based on how many figures they had for just the Batman, that the Flash is probably gonna be pretty well covered. Yeah. Rob's is saying, "What's the best mix of characters you're planning to use for that Mad Max, Twisted Metal, Maximum Overdrive, Tank Girl, Apocalyptic, Zombie Land, Dawn of the Dead, The Road feel to the Beastmobile?" It's a great question. It's probably going to be not too crazy different from what I ended up having, where I did start with some death metal guys, and then I'm thinking, well, you know what? I liked this Last Night on Earth Wonder Woman, and maybe she didn't. I never found a great spot for her. Maybe she can go on there. And actually, now that I'm thinking of Last Night on Earth, and that Batman is a total no-brainer. And then I'm thinking, well, okay, somebody like Lobo, he makes sense in that kind of, realm. And then I kind of exhausted that train of logic, and then just went on to like, who else fit whatever vibe, like this DC collectibles bomber or bombshell Harley. I gave Angela this big Spawn gun. It's a Legends Angela, but who cares? Throw her on there. And then I was just trying to throw people on there, but I kept giving myself rules and then breaking them, and I was like, okay, well, I don't want two versions of one character on there, but then I had, I think, how many Jokers, so you kind of, it's like anything, it's like doing any shelf or something where it's like, you start with one idea and then you kind of exhaust what you have to work with to achieve that, and you're like, okay, well, now I gotta maybe grab pieces and parts of other things to hang on there. And I'm trying to find where. Oh, I put him over here. Infected Superman. I mean, actually, even Bane would look awesome back here. Okay, maybe he's a little big for it, but. Infected Superman's a good one because he's just like a weird freak. He's not quite death metal, but he is a weirdo. Bizarro would be another good one. See, I'd like to do one of these that's just where I have like 3 flight stands mounted on it and guys flying out of there. Scott Knight, hey, how's it going, buddy? Bones, what is up, buddy? Bones, have you been partying with this Batmobeast? You got yours way before everybody else. You're the first person on the block to have one. Yeah, Sean. This truck would make a dope Last Night on Earth diorama. Yeah, and I mean, I think the Last Night on Earth and the death metal characters, they feel very related. I mean, partially because of their Capullo designs. Ghost, what's up? Scott and I think Death of the Family Nightwing would be good, but I don't have him anymore, unfortunately. I did regret not having him, but once I got this, I'm gonna try to start kind of putting characters back on here the way I. I literally had that exact idea that the Violator that was the kind of size of thing that I needed, like the Violator head as the hood ornament. Oh, Bones, you're working on a stand for this thing. Yeah, I'm gonna. I don't know if you were on here earlier. I ordered a Lazy Susan on Amazon that I'm gonna paint and hopefully will be the right size for this. Trying to hang some guys back on here with that Superman. I knew better than that. How did that? Oh, CJ Yo-Yo, how's it going, buddy? I'm not quite planning on painting this yet or doing anything paint wise. I think there's gonna be my idea. I think is I'm gonna have this one like this that is this cage without a lot of permanent sort of additions to it, and then I'll probably take another one and try to make that the real wasteland war rig with lots of paint and lots of sort of permanent changes, mods to the thing. Oh, D Sniper, you swapped the Last Night on Earth and Todd Wonder Woman heads, and they make a difference. That's probably it's probably pretty badass. Oh, Vaughn's saying he got the Horn Swamp thing, and the head is brand new. It's not just the old head with separate horns. That is good. I'm not totally surprised. I was thinking maybe they give it a just full blown new head. What do you guys think? Are you more stoked about that? Do you think the gold label Todd designed Wonder Woman looks better than the first one as far as the paint goes? I think it's probably going to look better. Oh, Bones is going to put wings on the Horn Swamp thing. That's incredible. Bones, you guys got to watch Bones' custom videos. My favorite thing about him is he walks you through how to do them, and a lot of times they're real, just like simple, easy things that you can just do quickly. You know, the thing about customs is sometimes they can become like they can stretch out into like they can take days when you need to like do stuff in layers and paint, let it sit for 24 hours, etc. But Bones just cranks out tons of little tiny super doable, repeatable little customs that have a huge impact visually. I'm gonna hang that on there. Yeah, Vaughn, you like the that new color on the Wonder Woman? Yeah, Joker. Yeah, Bane punching this car would actually be amazing. Trying to find a good way to hang this hockey mask on here. Some of these accessories, the thing about this is I think some of the accessories might need permanent modifications. Like I think I might end up having to cut one strap of this Voorhees mask, which I don't mind doing, because then I can really quickly just kind of either glue it back together or whatever, and then it's gonna have the ability to hang on there better. What do you think? Should I just do it? Let's just do it. Do it for the stream. D Sniper said Bones has been power. Bones is trying to think which wings to put on his Swamp Thing, Sky Tyrant or Redeemer. Lawton's saying that he would choose Sky Tyrants, and because you can just distribute the weight, and the Redeemers are just heavy bricks, which is true. Although you might want the heavier look of the Redeemers one might go with that big Swamp Thing though better, you know. Oh yeah, CJ Yo Yo, you say try to add some of the Joker's heads on pikes. That's a great idea. Let's see what we got to work with. Yeah, can be done. Let's see here. Osmosis. Hey David. Hey, thanks. Appreciate the love for the Two-Face collection. I did a video tour of that Two-Face collection. If you're new to the channel and you haven't seen it, just so you're aware. see, who else can we put in here? What if I put Evil Ed? How's that? Yeah, Bones is saying I'm looking like those guys that don't sleep and just work on their projects. Well, I have been getting sleep, Bones. Actually, I was showing this off earlier. A friend of mine got this for me at Goodwill. This little clay face toy. I think it's Imagine X Fisher Price, and I use it as my stash box. So I'm sleeping well. If you follow my logic there. I don't know. I still like adding these. I want to do one of those too. Oh yeah, you could hang some of this turtle crap on here too. Even. Oh yeah, that's gonna have to happen. Man, I just keep finding more and more crap that works. Yeah, turtle. Yeah, Vaughn said it's not a party wagon without a turtle sewer cover. Yeah, yeah. These sniper, this clay face does have the munchies. See, this is the kind of thing where I was talking about maybe making like sheaths that can hang on the side. I'm not sure yet, but I would like some of these to feel like they're really. I mean, I got this is a little heavy, this string, but like twine would be really good. Tied at some of the corners and stuff. It'll look like it has a little texture to it. That's probably too big of a, maybe not too big of a gauge. Tie some stuff around there. It might look all right. Or if it was something where it was like a cluster of swords, maybe grouped together. Tie them around something like that. Oh, jewelry chains at Walmart. That's a great idea. Yeah, jewelry chains. The real Bones. I don't know, Bones. If you're still watching, we had this breakthrough earlier. This is going to be the hood ornament. Just need to figure out a way to fix it on there. Could just do it real quick with Sticky Tack. Robs is asking who we trust in as the driver. I had well, hang on one second. I'll show you. I had Sky Tyrant because his voice looks like he's yelling, kind of having a good time. His hand almost resembles like rock and roll kind of woo uh, gesture. And I liked how you could do it where he's like he's reaching his head out of above the cockpit there. Bones, I think I got that idea from you. Were you talking about putting Sky Tyrant in the driver's seat during your video? I think you incepted me. I was trying to do some messing around earlier with it's a really tight fit. I was trying to put Clown in here driving. It didn't work great. The other thing I got to say about this thing, and part of the joy I've been having of just like playing with it, it's pretty sturdy. You know what I mean? Like I'm moving around a little bit. This guy's a little wobbling, but like it's not like I can pick this guy up and nobody else is like getting wobbled out of place. You know how it can be sometimes putting a shelf together and just you touch one guy and every single thing falls and it's just infuriating. This thing's sturdy. Clown's not bad, Clown's kind of fun. Is that light too hot? Just made it worse. Pretty wild, right? Oh, CJ, the little blue things that I'm using, this is sticky tack. This stuff is like could be your best friend for posing. You put a little in somebody's hand and it helps them hold something better. Like say this Superman here. That's not really a gripping hand. He can't actually hold this. But take a little bit of this. Now he's holding. Pretty dope, right? Ooh, losing him. Pretty dope. All right, we're getting close to 2 hours. You guys want to wrap it up? I feel like I've spent a substantial portion of this just fidgeting with this and not actually even talking. It's probably going to make for a real snooze fest of a archived video, but we'll see. Don't matter for that. I've been having a good time hanging out with you guys and appreciate all your great suggestions that have actually helped me improve this. Still quite a ways away from having a real complete plan of attack, but yeah, CJ, no problem, buddy. Fun tack or sticky tack. I think it's pretty inexpensive too. Yeah, I really am shotgunning. I'm shotgunning random crazy shit onto this. And like, if you watch my review, really, I haven't. You know what I haven't even talked about this whole time is what happens when you do, when we do something like this. Because that is also something I would like to implement in my final display, but I don't know exactly how it's going to be. How did I do it? Where do I have any more of these handy? Some kind of action would be nice. D, you're heading out. Hey, thanks for hanging out, buddy. Always good to hear from you. Nice running into you on Facebook, D Sniper. I don't know. I'd like to do something like this in the final thing. And then can you imagine this all on a rotating display thing? Yeah, Robs, this is the Party Wagon edition. Oh, CJ's, what can it be? Post going over the base of the Superman? That's a good question. That's a good question. Give me a second. Can do some kind of cool stuff with this, maybe. It doesn't take up quite as much real estate as you think. These things are always a little too small. Kind of cool, though. It's a great idea, CJ. Do I have any others, too? Maybe could I combine? Let's see. That's from the Flash Red Death one. Maybe interesting. That'll give a little bit of depth too. Great idea. Spam in the chat. What's up, spam in the chat? How can I block you, please? Oh, yeah. Oh, now, yeah, you guys have. Well, I got the flames. I got those White Knight flames kind of locked into a pose right now, but I will have to try that sometime. It's a great idea. Even maybe pretty good. Now this is just floating. Kind of cool. Can I put my pretty fun. Yeah. Great idea, CJ. I'll don't worry. I'll do. You'll be seeing at least a couple more videos just dedicated to playing with this thing and different like potential things. Maybe not right away. Like it'll take some time to kind of get there, but the Batmobeast will return, and I'm not really exaggerating. This is one of my favorite things they've done. I haven't stopped messing with it the past 2 days that I've had it. People can make fun of it all they want, and it is stupid and all, but like, I don't know, man. This is $30, and this is like less than 3 times the cost of this. You know what I mean? Does this make more sense to have in your collection? Yes, this is a very extremely Batmobile vehicle thing that makes sense. But yeah, you know. Oh, well, this room was a mess when I started this live, and I've made a bigger one doing this. So probably need to get this room back into a place where I could maybe, do some reviews if I had to, because it is a disaster right now. Scott and I'm very, very sorry to make you want a toy that you have no room for, but this is fun. And hey, like we were saying earlier, this actually frees up space. What has happened is now I have more space on all my shelves and in my storage, like cabinets and stuff, because I can put 20 of them on this. So, it's almost like it's like buying half of a display cabinet, practically. Oh. The thing is, I gotta clean up this room, but the way it's been working is I'll just like make I'll pick up 2 things and then I'll play with this for 20 minutes and then I'll pick up 2 more things and then I'll get more stuff out to play with this. So the cleaning is not going well. Oh, look at that hood ornament. That's my favorite thing. Quentin, hey, thanks for hanging out. Appreciate all your good ideas, buddy. Catch you on the next one. Rob's, yeah. That movie stuff, it just doesn't quite scratch the itch. I don't collect 6-inch, 7-inch figures because they're hyper realistic. I get them because they're, cool, and because like I used to get Ninja Turtles and those were not hyper realistic, so I don't know what happened. I had this balloon was working great yesterday and today it won't hang up. I think I had Robin Crow hanging on the back and he was holding this balloon up actually with his hand. Well, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. I'll give you a moment to have any final remarks. This has been very enjoyable and edifying as always. Yeah, Rob's. I need helium in this. I don't know what the hell to do it. But actually, I don't want helium because I do want it to be back a little bit. I want it to look like it's moving. Hey, Bones, good to catch you on the live, buddy. Thanks for hanging out with us. All right, guys. I'm gonna shut it down. I'm gonna go back to playing with this all by my lonesome. And I will catch you guys next week. Hey, getting close to 3,000 subscribers. Tell your friends. Have them subscribe. It's the 3,000 subscriber video is gonna be pretty cool, pretty unexpected. So yeah, tell your friends. All right, guys. Stay warm out there. Catch you all next time.